What's up guys, today's video is on the top 10 best VR headsets, 2022. Through extensive research and testing I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price performance or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. 10th place. HTC Vive Flow. After effectively conquering the standalone VR headset market with Meta, HTC has shifted its attention to the lightweight VR market with its first pair of immersive glasses. To be honest, the Vive Flow appears to be a pair of fashion-forward sunglasses rather than a VR headset, replete with reflective lenses and conventional arms. It's a great appearance, but it's sure to catch notice if used on public transportation or long flights, which is precisely what HTC intends. Aside from basic VR experiences similar to Google Daydream and Samsung Gear VR, the key selling point of the Vive Flow is the ability to reflect the display of your smartphone. This enables you to run programs like as Disney Plus and Netflix while viewing your digital material on a virtual 100 inches monitor. However, although the concept is sound, the implementation is, to say the least, poor. Aside from the fact that the system is only compatible with a restricted number of smartphones in the market, with no iPhone compatibility, the usage of Miracast rather than regular USB-C connectivity results in input latency. That means you can't use the headset to play your favorite games via the cloud, nor can you connect it to a laptop for work. Add in minimal controller assistance through a linked smartphone, the fact that it becomes unpleasant to wear after around 30 minutes of usage, and the Flow's rather hefty pricing for what it offers, and things aren't looking good for the Flow. Oh, and we haven't even mentioned that there is no built-in battery, thus it requires an external energy source linked through USB-C. The Flow is a fantastic option if you're a very specialized sort of person who travels a lot and needs a better method to view movies, but for everyone else, there are more competent solutions available at a lower price range. 9th place, HP Reverb G2. The HP Reverb G2 is an extremely comfortable VR headset with built-in headphones and the highest combined resolution on this list, at 4320 by 2160. A tactile IPD slider allows you to adjust the headset to fit your eye width, resulting in a much cleaner, more focused vision. While it may only operate at 90 Hz, this is mostly owing to the high power required to function at these resolutions. You won't need to set up external cameras or base stations with inside-out tracking, so HP can charge far less than Valve for the index and setup is simple. All of this comes together to form a VR headset that allows your eyes, head, and mind to rest while engaging in your favorite activities. 8th place. Pimax 5K Super. The field of vision, or FOV, is one of the most significant constraints of existing VR headsets. While many of the other headsets on this list feature 100° or 120° FOVs, the Pimax 5K Super more than doubles that, giving you additional peripheral vision during your favorite VR activities. The Pimax headset has a high beginning price and requires a highly powerful PC to function. This 5K arrangement operates at double the speed of the earlier 5K XR, with this current variant operating 1440p displays per eye at a very fast 180 Hz. If you have the money and the PC, immersion doesn't get much better than this. 7th place. HTC Vive Pro 2. On paper, the HTC Vive Pro 2 appears to be the ultimate VR headset, with the greatest resolution of any headset right now, a broad 120° FOV, and a smooth 120 Hz refresh rate, but the execution isn't nearly as amazing. The pixel-packed display does a fantastic job of bringing fresh life to beloved VR games with increased clarity, and it also almost completely eliminates screen door effect. Honestly, it's a remarkable panel. The problem is the unusually rectangular FOV, with the 120° FOV referring exclusively to the horizontal FOV. When compared to the Valve Index, it makes certain VR experiences seem a little more claustrophobic. The Vive Pro 2's overall design hasn't changed, which means it's just as hefty and difficult to use during longer sessions as its predecessor, and the Vive Pro 2 wands are essentially the same as they were in 2016. It's also quite pricey when compared to the majority of the headsets in our comparison, so it's only for the most ardent VR enthusiast who can overlook some of the Vive Pro 2's outdated design decisions. 6th place. Meta Quest Pro. The Meta Quest Pro is Meta's most advanced VR headset to date, and it's also the most capable standalone VR headset on the market right now, but it's really only for a certain type of person. The Quest Pro, you see, is arguably more focused on than VR in its basic form, with an R-focused open periphery design that allows you to see your surroundings more clearly, color pass-through, and improved hand tracking capabilities. Unsurprisingly, the R experience is excellent, and depending on the app, you may bring real-world features such as walls and tables into your augmented reality, allowing you to, for example, set a virtual paintbrush on a real-world table. You can play all of the same games as in Quest 2, but for complete immersion, you'll need to purchase the full light blocker, which isn't included in the box. Face and eye tracking features are also extremely beneficial for social VR, delivering a far more natural experience while speaking with friends than looking at an expressionless avatar. It's also the first standalone VR headset to employ Qualcomm's next-generation Snapdragon XR2 Plus technology, which offers enhanced performance and tracking. 5th place. Valve Index. If you need the best, this is it. The Valve Index offers a per eye resolution of 1440 by 1600 at a buttery smooth 120 Hz. Expanded base stations allow you to create wider play areas, and the controllers support full finger tracking. All of that capabilities puts it ahead of the competition, but it's also significantly more expensive, though you can offset some of that cost by utilizing original Vive parts. If you do this, you will be able to modify your configuration according on what you value the most, or you will be able to purchase the entire Valve Index to have the greatest visual VR experience possible. 4th place. Pico 4. The Pico 4 has come to challenge the Meta Quest 2, which has stayed strong for the previous couple of years, giving an excellent VR experience at an inexpensive price. On the surface, the Pico 4 appears to be a next-generation Quest. It has the same overall form and color scheme, but Pico chose a black glossy front to help separate itself. It's amazingly slim, and it comes with something close to Meta's Elite strap as standard. Those tiny dimensions are mostly due to the incorporation of next-generation pancake lenses, which were formerly restricted to the highly expensive Meta Quest Pro. Pancake lenses give a crisper viewing experience, especially along the edges of the lenses, and when paired with a higher resolution than both of Meta's headsets, the VR experience on offer is crisp. The only major problem is with the substance. With Meta sponsoring many of the largest and finest VR projects, such as Beat Saber, Resident Evil 4, Medal of Honor, and Among Us VR, it's doubtful that these will ever emerge on a competing platform. There are a few prominent titles on the Pico store, such as Blade and Sorcery, Nomad and Into the Fall, but it will take time for Pico to amass a library as wide and diverse as Meta's. 3rd place. HTC Vive Cosmos. The Vive Cosmos is not the most affordable VR headset accessible to customers. However, the modular design of the Cosmos series distinguishes it, which is why it is slightly more expensive. When HTC releases new technology, Cosmos owners can simply buy a new faceplate and attach it to their old headset, saving them a lot of money in the long run. The Cosmos, with its 6-camera tracking, provides a good VR experience for low to mid-intensity VR games, but the camera tracking isn't flawless, and losing tracking in fast-paced VR games may be annoying at times. But here's where the Cosmos Elite comes in. For a little more money, you can have a Cosmos with real one-to-one Steam VR tracking, but at the expense of extended setup periods and needing to utilize first-generation Vive wands. 2nd place. PlayStation VR. Surprisingly, the PlayStation VR headgear is the only VR headset available for console players. Microsoft does offer a means for gamers to play Xbox games via the Oculus Rift S, but it isn't VR enabled. Sony's virtual reality headset has a 5.7 inches OLED display that will provide players with low persistence and, as a result, reduced motion blur when utilized. It also has ultra-low latency, 18 milliseconds, and a refresh rate of 120 Hz, which is higher than the 90 Hz offered by the Oculus Rift S and HTC Vive. It implies that stunning 120 FPS gaming is theoretically conceivable, though we're not convinced the PS4, or even the PS4 Pro, can manage it. Sony appears to have had the same thinking, since it includes an extra unit, smaller than the PS4, that performs the most of the graphics processing. It will monitor your head position and can even be used with Sony's failed Move controllers, giving the old controllers new life. However, the tracking is rudimentary, it employs a PlayStation camera, and the region in which you may travel is quite limited. It's made for sitting down VR experiences, and it does them effectively. 1st place. Meta Quest 2. Though the Oculus logo has been replaced by Meta, the Quest 2 is still the greatest VR headset money can buy. The Quest 2 retains independent capabilities and inside-out tracking from the original, although in a smaller physical aspect. The display is the star of the show. At over 2K per eye, the Quest 2 boasts one of the most detailed displays of any VR headset on our list right now, only bested by the Vive Pro 2, which is astounding considering the entry-level pricing. There's also Qualcomm's Snapdragon XR2 platform, which offers a significant performance boost that pushes the bounds of the available standalone applications and games. If that isn't enough, Oculus Link allows you to connect your Quest 2 to your PC and play PC-exclusive VR games like Half-Life, Alyx, and Air Link capabilities lets you to do it cable-free if you have good enough Wi-Fi. No other VR headset currently available matches the mixed functionality. If you want a terrific all-around VR headset, the Meta Quest 2 is the one to get. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I hope to see you all in the next video. See you later, guys.